Hi everyone, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of February 12th. So on February 16th, the Sun will align with Saturn, which happens to be in Aquarius. This happens every year. However, this is the last time the Sun will align with Aquarius for the next 29 years. So that's what makes it significant. Saturn has been moving through the sign of Aquarius since December of 2020, and wherever Saturn is in the zodiac indicates a karmic cycle, an activation of a karmic cycle that we're working through. And that karmic cycle will, of course, depend on you, your zodiac sign, the energy, where you are in your life, your soul contract, but that is what Saturn activates. And with the Saturn and the Sun coming together on the 16th for the final time under this particular karmic cycle in Aquarius, there will be some sort of culmination, some sort of completion, some sort of closure to whatever Saturn in Aquarius lessons you have been working through. That karmic cycle that was activated by Saturn all the way back, at the end of 2020 will come to some sort of close, some sort of completion point. This is a big energy shift. This is a big kind of, completion point on this cycle. So Saturn tends to bring restriction. It can kind of block us in. We can feel a little bit held back. It also can make us step up and have to take responsibility for something. And it can also give us a little bit of a wake-up call, a kind of harsh wake-up call, having to face up to reality in some way. So if that resonates with any area of your life and what you've been working through, this is a time where all of those lessons, all of those things that Saturn has encouraged us to step up and take responsibility for, all of those things, we finally are able to see the rewards of our efforts. All of those challenges, they will now pay off. The ancient astrologers would say that whenever Saturn was preparing to leave a sign of the zodiac, which Saturn is, it's wrapping up its journey in Aquarius as we speak, it always leaves a gift. And as the Sun and Saturn align on the 16th, we are in a better receiving position to receive this gift of the universe, a karmic gift, a karmic reward. So stay open and maybe see what themes, what energies, what cycle feels to be wrapping up in your life. If you want a little refresher, go to foreverconscious.com and read up about Saturn in Aquarius. I also did a report for each sign of the zodiac. So if you have that, a perfect time to go back and look over, you can still get it by the way, perfect time to go over and look at what it stirred for your zodiac sign, what it was bringing collectively, how it's been manifesting in your life, because that cycle is coming to a close, particularly around February 16th and as we lead up to March 7th, which is when Saturn officially leaves Aquarius for the sign of Pisces. So if that was a little confusing, basically on the 16th, we're reaching a culmination, a climax point on a strong karmic cycle that we've been working with, and you're likely to see some rewards, some benefit, some end result to all of your hard work. On February 18th, the Sun moves into Pisces. So we begin Pisces season. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So again, we kind of have this theme of endings, of completion. That theme feels very, very strong as we move through this week. Pisces is a water sign. It's all about flow. It's about creativity. So lean into some of that energy. See if you can explore and go with the flow a little bit. Trust your intuition a little bit more and kind of tune into that sort of softer, more sensitive and creative side, because with the Sun being in Pisces, it will be activated and highlighted for us, and it will be easier for us to access. So connect with that intuition, connect with your creativity. And even though this does fall next week, right after that Sun moves into Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, we have the Pisces new moon. And this Pisces new moon is going to be also activating and triggering what Saturn is going to bring our way as it moves into Pisces. So if you want to explore and look at that, I have written an article, I've written a whole report for the zodiac, each sign of the zodiac, all about this Saturn move into Pisces because it's such a big cosmic event. So I recommend reading up on that because the Saturn in Pisces energy is really reflected in that new moon energy. And then also, if you want to dive deeper, I have a report for your sign of the zodiac, which I spent all week doing. I hope you like it. So, that new moon energy, which I will talk a little bit more about next week, carries a lot of energy that's guiding us to really unlock these Saturn in Pisces lessons. In a way, it kind of opens the door to a new karmic cycle, kind of presenting maybe a little seed or a little sprout of what's to come. I'll talk more about that new moon next week. New moons are always a time to bring fresh energy into your life. They're always a time to sit down with yourself and think about, what do I want to bring in? What do I want to focus on for the month ahead? So it's a really great way to use that energy. So big energy shifts on the way. This week, really, we're dealing with a lot of endings, closure, completion. Plus, we're getting a little seed of a new karmic cycle that's going to be planted both on a personal level and on a collective level. And this karmic seed is very much in tune with this Saturn in Pisces energy. So you can find out more at foreverconscious.com. I hope that's helpful. I encourage you all to use the energy of this week to bring an end point, a culmination point to all the challenges, all the sticky stuff, all that hard uphill battles that you have been working on. You're going to reach the end of your journey, and I hope you enjoy the view as you get there. I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.